All right, people. So one more time, this is Tropical People and Places TV, and today we're going to talk about tropical fruits and the importance of tropical fruits to your health and even to the local economy. And also, at the end of this video, what I really would appreciate is a situation where we start to consume, we start to eat more of the local fruits that we have. And as we go further, you're going to see the benefits and the reason for doing that. All right. So we're going to look at here. On this screen, you will see the health benefits of fruits. Generally, most of the fruits that we're going to consume, whether it is ripe bananas, oranges, grapefruit, pawpaw, cherries, um, pineapples, they will contain a lot of the same qualities and benefits to our health, whereas some of them may contain more, for example, vitamins C than others, and there are others that has other medical benefits that others will not have at all. For example, things like soursop. There are some good benefits that we have seen that you can get, that you can derive from eating soursop as it relates to fighting cancer. So here are some of the benefits from consuming some of our tropical fruits. They are a very good source of vitamins and minerals. You have things like vitamin C, you have vitamins B, riboflavin, vitamins B2, you have vitamins A, thiamine, which is vitamins B1, niacin, vitamins B3. You have things like folic acid and vitamins E. And all of these vitamins and minerals, the minerals are things like calcium, potassium, iron, phosphorus, magnesium. These are very important for the different processes that are taking place inside of your body. You may not be seeing it, you may not be aware of it, but these are the things that help you to stay in good health. And a lot of these vitamins and minerals, they are found in a lot of the local fruits that we have that we take for granted. Potassium. Potassium is one of the minerals that is found in a lot of these fruits, and it is very important. It helps in terms of helping you regulate your blood pressure, which is also important for helping with your heart health. So it is very important, as I will stress and continue to stress in this presentation, that we continue to consume more of our locally produced fruits. And the thing is, you have these fruits coming into the bearing at different seasons of the year. So at different seasons of the year, you have different taste. You have different tastes, you have different fruits coming in, different tastes and different things that you can actually do with them. You're not bored with just one fruit, and there are different things that you can get to do with them. Okay, as we said a while ago, it helps to control your blood pressure. A lot of these fruits have a lot of potassium, and it helps to regulate the blood pressure. All right. You will see as we go along that they protect the fruits. They protect us from different cancers. All right. The fruit also, they help us. They increase your intake of fiber. Now, fiber is very important. It helps to form. It helps your digestive system function properly. It helps like your feces, your poop. It helps it to form better. If not, it would have not come. It would not be coming out in the way that you see it coming out. So fiber is one of those things that help you to form the bulk so that it can come through your intestines better. The other benefit of consuming fruits is that it can help you reduce your intake of your caloric intake, help you get in less calories into your body. All right, say sometimes some people will, for the day, they will go to work and they will eat like some rice and some provision and some probably chicken or some other thing. When you check the amount of calories that coming through them, and sometimes people do that twice a day, 3 times a day, taking a lot of calories. And some of these calories are sometimes more than what the body actually need. That is why some people end up your body storing it up as fat. And so sometimes to prevent those things from happening, especially if you want to lose weight, sometimes you can just consume some fruit. Instead of having this during lunchtime, instead of going every time for the same thing, you can just buy some fruits and consume it. You are going to get the benefits that we're speaking about, plus you're going to reduce on the amount of calories that come into your body, and you're going to be having an overall better healthy outcome as a result. All right. So we're going to, at this point, we're going to focus more on on a few of the individual fruits that we have in the tropics. I have not gone into all of them, but I have just selected some of those that I feel that are very common or have very good medicinal benefits that all of us should be aware of. The first one, as you can see, is soursop. Now, soursop it has some chemicals in them that are very effective in killing bacteria. Gingivitis, soursop is very effective against gingivitis, against tooth decay, and yeast infection in your mouth. Now, sometimes some people will be brushing their teeth and you'll just notice that any slight impact upon your gums will bleed. A lot of times that is caused by gingivitis. And also some people, they will have like form cavities easily, sometimes because of the bacterial content in your mouth, the high level of that in your mouth. That is why that is happening. So the consumption, when you consume things like soursop, it actually fights against these bacteria that are in your mouth, and it can prevent you from getting things like gingivitis, tooth decay, and yeast infection. All right. Another benefit of soursop is that it fights against bacteria. There's a bacteria that causes cholera. Cholera, have things like diarrhea and also staphylococcus infection. Now, staphylococcus infection, it causes a lot of different problems in the body. It can cause things like abscesses. It can cause things like bone infection, osteomyelitis, and it can cause problems with your heart also. There are a lot of different things that staphylococcus infection can cause. It can cause urinary tract infection also. So another good medical benefit of soursop is that it can help you stabilize your blood sugar. And that is very important in the case of people who are diabetic or pre-diabetic. You know that we have a very high incidence of diabetes mellitus in the Caribbean islands and even in Africa also. So we have this fruit, we have soursop, and it can help to control this problem. So let us consume more of the soursop that we produce. And I didn't remember to put it on this slide, but another great benefit of soursop is that it has been proven in recent times to be very effective against cancer cells. So for this reason, there is a great demand for soursop in places like Europe and America. So if you're in certain Caribbean countries now, there is a lot of exportation of soursop taking place now to America and to Europe, because people have realized the value of soursop in terms of fighting against cancer cells. So again, a very important reason for consuming soursop, it has been proven scientifically that it fights against cancer cells. So even while you're eating soursop, you're not even aware that you're fighting against cancer by eating soursop. So this is another good reason why you should consider consuming the soursop. All right. We're now moving to guava. Guava. That's one of my favorite also. So let's talk more about guava. Now, as we speak about guava, the benefits that I'm speaking about there, we're not only speaking of the guava fruit, we're also speaking about the leaves, the guava leaves, because you will see that the guava leaves have very important medical benefits also. Now, let's go to this. The leaves of the guava has been proven to lower blood sugar levels. The leaves of the guava. So people who are diabetic can actually start finding ways to use the guava leaves. Maybe you can you can just chew it, or you can take the leaves, and while you're making the guava juice, you can put the leaves in it also and crush it in your blender. All right, because it has been proven that it can lower the level of sugar. Okay. Another benefit of the leaves, the guava leaves, is that it helps relieve pain symptoms of menstruation. And it has been shown scientifically that it is more effective in reducing pain or in relieving pain than many painkillers. Now, when I was growing up as a little boy, when sometimes you have bellyache, stomach ache, the older people would tell you to go and take the small leaves of the guava and chew it. They would call it bouillon guave. The small guava leaves, they would ask you to chew it. And it would work, but you never really took those things seriously. You would do it, but you never really understood it. And also what happened is a lot of people I know in the Caribbean, they do not value, especially now, the medical benefits of a lot of the plants that they have. It is only when people from Europe and America tell them that it is good, or even when they see people from Europe and America demanding it, that's when they think it is good for them. But from the time I was a small child, it was known that the guava leaf, they used to call it bouillon guave, is very important in fighting against pain. It's a very important painkiller. And so it is very important, it is very effective in actually controlling menstrual pain. All right. Another benefit of the guava juice, is that it has benefits for your digestive system because it contains a lot of fiber. They said that one guava contains 12% of the amount of fiber that you need in your body for a day. One guava contains that. So it helps you digest your food properly by helping the feces form bulk and travel better throughout the GI tract. All right. Another benefit again of consuming guava is that it helps in controlling your weight. It has been proven that the guava, it is actually it fights against cancer. It stops the growth of cancer cells. Again, another benefit. So you can be consuming guava, you can be eating guava and fighting against cancer cell without even really knowing. So that is why it is very important that you and I put those things and include those things in our diet. We have them, and some of these things are not expensive, and these things are readily available. You can get those things by almost any market, or some people, depending on where you are, you can have that just outside of your house. So it is very important that we kind of start eating more of those things. It also helps boost your immune system because it is one of the food that has the highest contents percentage of vitamin C. The guava and also the cherries. All right. Another benefit of consuming guava is that it is actually going to protect your skin. Because what happens is we have some substances that we get as a result of some of the reactions that is taking place in our bodies. Another favorite fruit we have here right now, another favorite is the pawpaw. All right. Now the pawpaw, although most people consume it when it is actually ripe, but you can also use it when it is green. You can just you can use it as some people use it as to boil. Some people boil it and they use it as even when they stew in meat, because it is one of those things that can actually get the meat to be more tender. And some people just boil it. It's almost like you boiling rice. You can just have it inside of the rice also. But you can do that when it is green. But now we're going to look at how it works when it is ripe. All right. They're saying that it is very effective in terms of fighting against breast cancer. The pawpaw is. And again, it's a very good antioxidant. So it will fight against these chemicals that I told you about that fight against it, the different organs in your body, like your skin, your heart. There are chemicals that are produced from different functions taking part in your body. And they're called free radicals. And so things like pawpaw, they fight against those free radicals and they protect your skin, your heart, and different parts of your body. Pawpaw is also very good to protect you from inflammation. So inflammation is something that happens in different parts of your body, in different organs. And so the pawpaw is very good in terms of protecting against inflammation. Pawpaw, it has an enzyme called papain, and papain is very good at helping you with digestion, helping your digestion take place very well. It prevents constipation and bloating. All right. Now there are some people like they tend to have bloating problems and constipation problems, and so it is probably good to keep some of the pawpaw around to help you in that situation. And again, it protects you from skin damage, again because of it has antioxidants, and it protects you from the damages that will be caused by the free radical thing that I spoke to you about a while ago. So okay, now we go into cherries. Cherries is one of my favorites. How do you prepare? You can prepare it in by just making juice. Put it in your blender and just blend it and make juice with it. But cherries is also one of the fruits that contain the highest percentage of vitamin C. And the vitamin C content in cherries is higher than that of what you will find in apples. And so we have a situation these days where people tend to just want to, it's like they have an obsession for foreign goods. Like they want apples, they want peaches, they want this and they want that. And sometimes when you look at it, it's not like some of these people are actually enjoying the apples and those things. They're doing it just because they believe that by eating apples that that make them sophisticated in some way, and they neglect the very fruits that they have, which are and the fruits that they have sometimes have more vitamin C than those things. Vitamin C is very important. It strengthens the immune system, especially in light of the situation we have now with that COVID situation. So if it is that you can get access to cherries, try to make some juice out of it. And the other thing about cherry juice, it is very, very tasty. It is to me, it's one of the best tasting juices that you're going to find. So it's something that I highly recommend, and you will really derive some serious good benefit out of consuming cherries. All right. Another one again, another favorite, tamarind. Now the tamarind, there are so many things that you can do with the tamarind. You can just some people will just eat it as it is, but the sour one, there are some that are very sour. It is very good to make juice. Also, you can make tamarind ball and you can make the tamarind juice. Now these days I'm noticing that there's a variety of tamarind that we have. It is not very common, but it is sweet and it is very nice. And it is almost like a good snack. And so tamarind, but the tamarind juice is just immaculate, man. And so there are many benefits that you can derive from the tamarind juice and the tamarind itself. One of the things is that it is a very good antioxidant. And what did we say about antioxidant? It will fight against these chemicals that are produced. They call them free radicals. These free radicals do damage to different parts of your body. Your skin, your heart, and different parts of your body, they can do damage to it. And so the tamarind contains some antioxidants that block the action of those chemicals and so protect your body. All right. It is very good against inflammation also. So we talk about heart disease. It protects you from heart disease because of the same situation with the antioxidants. It protects from cancer, some forms of cancer, and diabetes also, because it has been shown scientifically that it lowers the blood sugar. So people who are actually diabetic people with diabetes mellitus should be consuming tamarind juice. Make tamarind juice and just use that. All right. So another important point that we have here with tamarind is that it reverses fatty liver disease. Now, when somebody is consuming a lot of alcohol, like an alcoholic, one of the first problems they're going to have is fatty liver disease. And so if that fatty liver disease progress, it can cause cirrhosis of the liver. So if somebody is actually consuming a lot of alcohol and they desire to stop, or they want to reverse the effect of the damage that has been done to them, if it is not too much yet, they can consume tamarind juice, and it can really help them because it can reverse fatty liver disease. So we have all of these fruits there that have all these good properties, and yet we want to consume other things. So in the end, I want to stress in the end that the tropical fruits that we have, they come in at different times and different seasons, and they have very good properties, good medical properties. A lot of these fruits has potassium, and potassium, what it does, it regulates your blood pressure, thereby protecting your heart also. We have seen that some of these fruits, they protect against cancer cells. All right, they help regulate blood sugar. So there are benefits, health benefits that you and I can derive by consuming these fruits. But the problem that we have in the Caribbean is that some people tend to have a desire to consume fruits from other countries. And a lot of times the fruits that we have more of the nutrients that you need than the ones that you bring in from overseas. Also, these apples and these other things that you bring in from overseas, these other fruits, they coat them with certain substances. They spray them, they treat them, so that during the storage and transportation process, they still look red. They treat them in such a way that they maintain the color, the bright color. And it has been shown that some of these chemicals that they use to treat those things are not good for the humans. And so for these reasons, it is better that we consume the local tropical fruits that we have here. Another main reason, or another good reason again why we should be consuming what we produce, our local tropical fruits, it is because millions of dollars go to these other countries just for these fruits, like apples and the grapes and these peaches and the pears and those things. Millions of dollars. And sometimes from struggling economies that we have in the Caribbean and Africa, you send millions of dollars to these countries that have more money than you to get fruits from them that they have to put chemicals to preserve them. But the fruits that you have in your country have better properties and a lot of times better taste than these fruits that they bring from overseas. So it is time that we have reasons, really. At least if you didn't know, I have shown you in this video that you have reasons to consume the local tropical fruits that you have and the ones that you produce in your own country. So again, I just want to encourage you to consume more fruits, especially the ones that you have and you produce locally. Keep the fire burning.